Ever notice someone with zero posts living their best life while everyone else is chasing likes? You scroll, compare, feel empty. Your self-worth rises and falls with the notifications. Internal validation changes everything. The crystallized self-trap, why silence equals power. What they know that you don't could change your life forever.
Fact 1, the opening reality check. Ever notice someone with zero posts living their best life while everyone else is chasing likes? You scroll, compare, feel empty. Your self-worth rises and falls with notifications. Internal validation changes everything. The crystallized self-trap, why silence equals power. What they know that you don't could change your life forever.
Let me show you something wild. You probably know someone who barely uses social media, and somehow they seem calmer, sharper, more in control. While you're doom scrolling at 2 a.m., they're actually sleeping. While you're editing the same selfie for 20 minutes, they're out there living. And here's the crazy part. They're not missing out. They're winning. So what do they know that you don't? It starts with something most people gave up without even realizing it. Fact 2. They don't need your approval. Remember that internal validation thing? Here's what it actually means. Most people are basically phone-checking robots. Every like your post gets releases a tiny hit of dopamine in your brain. It's literally a drug. But people who don't post, they built their own reward system. They don't sit around waiting for strangers on the internet to tell them they're good enough. Think about it like this. You post a gym selfie because you want people to say, "Wow, you're so fit." They go to the gym because they want to be healthy. You post your achievements hoping for applause. They achieve things and feel proud privately. Their confidence doesn't ride a roller coaster based on comment sections. It stays solid, stable, strong. But here's the crazy part. While you're worrying about likes, they're gaining something way more valuable. Fact 3. Their brain works different. That valuable thing, it's called attention control. Here's the problem. Social media is literally training your brain for distraction. Scroll, scroll, tiny dopamine hit, scroll some more. Scientists have proven your brain gets rewired for short attention spans. You're basically programming yourself to have the focus of a goldfish. But people who stay off social media, their brains work different. Stronger focus, longer attention span, better emotional control. You can't even read a book for 10 minutes without checking your phone. They finish entire books in a few days. You need your phone to fall asleep. Their mind is naturally calm. While you're fighting your own brain just to get 5 minutes of peace, theirs is already there. No war, no chaos, just clarity. And when your brain isn't constantly hijacked, something powerful happens to your relationships.
Fact 4. Real friends versus fake followers. Let's talk about what real connection actually looks like. You've got 500 followers online that you've never even met in person. They've got 5 real friends who actually know their struggles, their dreams, their fears. Which one sounds better? Psychologists call this authentic connection orientation. Fancy words for choosing real over fake. These people value sitting across from someone, feeling their energy, hearing real laughs, seeing real tears, not edited highlight reels. Your version of friendship? Knowing what everyone ate for dinner today. Their version, knowing how their friend's mom is doing after surgery. Knowing who's really struggling behind closed doors. Real relationships build emotional intelligence. Fake ones just build hollow performance skills. You're collecting followers. They're building a support system. You know people's usernames. They know people's souls. But there's something even darker happening to people who post constantly. Fact 5. The comparison trap. You're comparing yourself to people's highlight reels without even knowing it. It's happening right now in the background of your mind. It's the silent killer of your self-esteem. Here's how it works. Every time you scroll, your brain is doing math. Their vacation versus your couch. Their abs versus your pizza. Their new car versus your bus pass. Their success versus your struggle. And here's the worst part. It's all fake. Staged, filtered, edited. But your brain doesn't know that. Your brain thinks it's real, and you're falling behind. People who don't post avoid this mental torture completely. Their self-image comes from their actual life, not from comparing themselves to other people's fake posts. That's why they seem more stable, more content, more together. They're not running a race against strangers. And when you stop comparing, your mind unlocks a superpower most people lost. Fact 6. They think for themselves. That superpower? Independent thinking. Sounds simple, but it's rare now. Here's the problem with social media. Everyone starts thinking the same thoughts. Viral opinions become your opinions. You don't even notice it happening. You see the same take 50 times and suddenly you think it's your original thought. The algorithm feeds you the same perspectives over and over until you can't tell what you actually believe versus what the internet told you to believe. People who stay offline don't have this problem. No trending page means no groupthink brainwashing. Psychologists call this cognitive independence, the ability to form your own views without the internet's noise. The result? Clearer boundaries, stronger identity, better decisions. You buy things because influencers told you to. They buy things because they actually need them. You believe things because they went viral. They believe things because they thought it through. But wait, there's a trap that keeps people posting even when they know it's bad. Fact 7. The photographer's paradox. Ever been at a concert trying to capture the perfect video instead of actually enjoying it? That's the photographer's paradox. The moment you try to prove you're having fun, you stop having fun. Here's why it happens. You become the observer and the performer at the same time. You're trying to experience the moment while also creating content about the moment. And suddenly you're carrying this weight. Did I get the shot? Is the lighting good? Will people think this is cool? You're performing for an imaginary audience that honestly doesn't even care. People who don't post make a different choice. They put the phone down. They're in the moment, not documenting it for strangers who'll forget about it in 5 seconds. They're feeling the music, not filming it. They're tasting the food, not photographing it. And this performance trap, it's slowly turning you into someone you're not.
Fact 8. The crystallized self-trap. Remember that crystallized self thing? Here's where it gets scary. Every single post you make is like pouring concrete around your identity. You're setting yourself in stone, piece by piece. Once people know you as the funny one, or the gym guy, or the party girl, you can't change. You're stuck. Having a bad day? Can't post about it. People expect you to be happy. Want to explore a new interest? Too late. You're already known for something else. Your online self becomes a character you have to play forever. People who don't post don't have this prison. No posts means no fixed character. They can be whoever they want, whenever they want. Think about real life. You're different with your family versus your friends versus your coworkers. But online, you're trapped as one single person forever. And while you're stuck performing this character, they're doing something most people forgot how to do. Fact 9. Silence is where the magic happens. That thing they're doing? It's called mastering their life. Most people think silence means hiding, that being absent means falling behind. They've got it completely backwards. Silence is where the real work happens. While you're posting about your goals, they're actually achieving their goals. While you're broadcasting your plans to start a business, they're quietly building one. While you're announcing your gym journey, they're already 6 months in with real results. Here's the truth. You can't master anything with divided attention. Every minute you spend crafting the perfect post is a minute you're not spending actually doing the thing. You post 5 times about writing a book. They wrote the book. You announce your transformation. They transformed. Silence equals power. Because all that energy you waste on performance, they're using it for progress. But here's the part nobody talks about. Staying silent makes you dangerous. Fact 10. The lone wolf advantage. Dangerous how? Because you become unpredictable, mysterious, powerful. The lone wolf isn't antisocial. They're just selective about who gets access to their world. They protect their energy like it's gold. They guard their nervous system. They defend their peace. They don't give everyone a backstage pass to their life. And here's what happens. When they do show up, people actually notice. Their presence becomes magnetic because it's rare. The pack chases the same trends. The lone wolf
walks their own path. The pack needs constant validation. The lone wolf validates themselves. Think about it. The people who post the least often have the most interesting lives. They're not performing, they're living. And you don't need to be loud to be powerful. You don't need to be seen to matter. The most powerful move is sometimes a strategic absence. So what does all this mean for you? Fact 11. Your choice. The closing power move. Here's what nobody's telling you. You don't have to delete all your social media right now. But you do have to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself this question. Are you posting for you or for strangers? Next time you want to post something, pause, just for 5 seconds. Ask yourself why. Why do I need people to see this? What am I really looking for here? Because here's what's available to you if you make this shift. Internal validation that never runs out, crystal clear focus, real connections that actually matter, independent thinking, and true personal freedom. You have a choice right now. Keep performing for people who don't actually care about you, or disappear for a while and become someone truly great. The truest version of you might be the one that can't be captured in a post. If this hit different, hit subscribe right now, because on this channel, we don't just scroll through content, we decode why you do what you do. Your next breakthrough might be waiting in the next video. Now go reclaim your attention. You've got real work to do.